Hi, this is John Clark from LifeToSuccess.com, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 6 of AskJohnClark.com. Often I get a question from a lot of people that come to the site and email, and even people I deal with in person, and they ask, I'm so far behind, how do I get past the point of where I'm at to where I want to go? And as simple as this solution may sound, it is probably one of the most difficult things and where most people stumble the most. And the one word that I give them, actually it's 3 words, I'm sorry. The 3 words that I give them is make a decision. Sounds pretty simple, but for most of us that's where we slip up. We don't ever truly make that decision to move beyond where we're at to get where we want to go. And that is probably one of the saddest things that I could possibly think of. When we make a decision, we tend to, when we make that decision, and we make that decision final, there's absolutely nothing that's going to stop us. And our mind will go to work in many, many different ways to help us come about with what we want to do. So the first thing we need to do is simply make that decision that we're going to do what we want to do, whatever it may be. If it's to lose weight, if it's to run a marathon, if it's to become a millionaire, whatever it is, we need to make the decision that that's what we're going to do. If it's to get a new job, whatever it is, simply make the decision. Once we make the decision, then we can take and use our imagination and use our minds and start working up a plan to make that happen. And once we make that decision, our subconscious mind will go to work as well to make it happen. Now I want to caution us in this one area as well. If you wanted, let's say, become a billionaire, which for most of us is probably in our mind probably one of the most inconceivable things that there is. If that is where you want to be, really truly in your mind, but you can't make the decision because you can't see yourself there. You can't stop yourself at that point either. What I mean by that is you can't limit what you make a decision to do, become, or have based on where you are right now. If you decide to become a billionaire, make that decision and then concentrate all your efforts and time into going that way, and it will happen as long as you don't stop. If you stop, it's over, or you have to go back and start over again. So don't stop. So make that decision. One of my mentors, Bob Proctor, which actually below this is a banner on AskJohnClark.com. If you're on YouTube, go over to AskJohnClark.com. There's a banner underneath for a program that Bob Proctor has done. And Bob Proctor, in my mind, is one of the most profound teachers that's out there today. And that course that's underneath here is a very, very extensive course on success and thought process when it comes to success. But anyways, one of the things that he that caught me a while back when I was listening to him, he was talking about how that everything that we need to make anything that we want to make happen is already here around us. It's already here. If you take a few seconds and just think back to the Stone Age when the cavemen were scratching their carvings in the side of the rocks and doing their stories, and how rudimentary that seems to us now compared to where we are. But the fact is, the earth was always just the earth. We were on it. We just weren't aware of how to take all the resources that were around us to develop the PC at that time. It took us time to, as we became aware of certain things, um, we came across the discovery of fire, which then made us be able to take metals and make them molten and shape them into things we wanted to have shaped. So as we became aware, we were able to do different things and more advanced things. And I don't think that there's any more better example than we have since Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and all those people behind the personal computers. I don't think there's any better example than those guys and the advances that we've had in even such in the last 20 years. And then think back to the beginning of the century when we went from carriage and horses and buggies to automobiles and Concorde jets that fly from New York and London in such a small span of time. So everything we need is already here. It's up to us to make a decision to make it happen. Once we make that decision and we burn our boats, we can't turn back. It's inevitable that it'll happen. There will be setbacks, as there always is, but those I think are the testers to see how much resolve that we have to reach our goal. If we didn't have those setbacks, it wouldn't be as tasty, I think. If we didn't have those setbacks once we reach our goals, I didn't think it wouldn't feel as good if we didn't have all those setbacks to deal with. So if you're struggling with the thought of where you want to be or where you want to go, what you want to have, simply make the decision. Make the decision and then don't look back. Find ways, find books, find resources, and you'll make it happen. As always, here's to your life to success, and another episode will be coming very shortly. Thank you for your time. This one was a little longer than normal, but I hope it's helpful to you. And as always, please leave your messages. I enjoy them. They really fire me up, which I appreciate. And I look forward to talking to you again. Thank you.